Hello everyone and welcome back to English Sprout TV, where learning English is natural, easy, and actually fun. I'm Alex.
And I'm Emma. It is so great to be here with all of you today. Grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's get started.
Today we are tackling one of the biggest hurdles when it comes to introducing yourself in English. Have you ever been in a situation when someone asks, "Tell me about yourself," and suddenly your mind goes blank? You know the words, but you start mixing up your past, your present, and your life experiences.
Oh, absolutely, Alex. It happens to everyone. You want to say who you are now, but then you want to talk about where you lived before, and then you want to mention the amazing things you have experienced in your life. And suddenly, you're using am, was, and have been all in the wrong places.
Exactly. So today we are going to master the magic trio: am, was, and have been. These three little phrases are the secret to telling your life story smoothly and confidently in real English conversations.
By the end of this podcast, you will know exactly when to use which word. And as always, we have a fun little homework challenge for you at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around to practice in the comments.
If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a big thumbs up, and share this episode with a friend who's learning English. All right, Emma, let's jump into the present moment. Let's start with the easiest one, the present, the word am. We use am when we are talking about who we are, where we are, or how we feel right now at this exact moment.
Yes, am is your current reality. It's your identity today. For example, I am Emma. I am a teacher. I am in the studio.
Notice how simple that is. But here's where a lot of English learners get stuck. They try to use am with action verbs. Emma, what's a classic mistake you hear all the time?
Oh, I hear this one every single day. People say, I am agree, or I am like pizza.
Yes, and that sounds very unnatural to a native speaker. Agree and like are verbs, so you don't need am. You just say, I agree, or I like pizza. You only use am with nouns, adjectives, or places.
Exactly. Let's do a quick role play to show this in action. Imagine we just met at a networking event. I'll start. Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm Emma.
Nice to meet you, Emma. I'm Alex. I'm a podcast host, and I'm very happy to be here today.
Perfect. Notice how Alex used am 3 times for his name, his job, and his current feeling. He didn't say, I am hosting a podcast. He just stated his current identity.
Let's try another one. I am from Canada, but I am currently living in London.
See? Am anchors you in the present. It tells the listener exactly where you stand today. So whenever you start your introduction, your first sentence should almost always be an am sentence. Hi, I am Alex. I am the English teacher. I am 34 years old.
Spot on. So rule number 1, use am for your present identity, your current location, and your current feelings. Don't use it with action verbs.
Now, let's travel back in time. What if you want to talk about your past? Maybe your childhood, your university days, or your previous job. That is when you need the word was.
Was is the past tense of am. It tells the listener that this state of being is finished. It belongs to the past.
Let's use a real-life example. Let's talk about my career. Right now, I am a teacher, but 5 years ago, I was a university student.
And I am a podcast host now, but before English Sprout TV, I was a graphic designer.
Notice the shift? We aren't those things anymore. The state has ended. A very common mistake learners make is using the present tense when telling a story about the past. They might say, before I am a student.
And that confuses the listener. It sounds like you are a student right now. You have to use was to draw a clear line between your past and your present. Let's practice a bit more. Emma, where were you born?
I was born in a small town in Australia, but when I was 10, my family moved, so I was a teenager in Sydney.
Great. I was born is a phrase every English speaker uses. You never say I am born. It's always in the past. Let's try another scenario. Imagine you were talking about your feelings yesterday.
Yesterday, I was very tired after work, so I was in bed by 9 p.m.
Perfect. So rule number 2, use was to describe your past identity, your past locations, and your past feelings. It's the anchor to your history.
But Alex, what if I want to talk about an action I did in the past, like I played tennis yesterday?
Great question. That is when you use the past simple of the action verb, played. You only use was if you're describing your state while doing it, like, I was tired when I played tennis.
That makes so much sense. So am is my present state and was is my past state.
All right, we have the present, am, and the past, was. But human beings are complex. We have life experiences, and we have things that started in the past and are still continuing today. That brings us to the big boss, have been.
Oh, have been. This is the present perfect tense, and it is the scariest grammar topic for a lot of English learners. But don't worry, we're going to make it super simple.
Have been is the bridge. It connects your past to your present. We use it in two main ways when talking about ourselves. The first way is to talk about life experiences, things you have done at some point in your life, but the exact time doesn't matter.
Yes, for example, I have been to Japan.
Exactly. It means at some point in your life, you traveled to Japan, and now you have that memory. You don't say I was to Japan, you say I went to Japan in 2018, if you mention the specific time. Or I have been to Japan if you just want to share the experience.
Let's compare them. If I say I was in Paris, it means I was there in the past, and I am not there now. The trip is over.
But if I say I have been to Paris, I am talking about my life resume. I am telling you that Paris is a place I have experienced.
The second way we use have been is to talk about a state that started in the past and is still true right now.
Oh, I love this one. Let me give an example. I have been an English teacher for 5 years.
Notice what that means. It means I started teaching 5 years ago, and guess what? I am still an English teacher today.
If I say I was an English teacher for 5 years, it means I quit. I don't teach anymore.
Exactly. Have been keeps the door open to the present. Let's try one more. I have been married since 2020.
That means you got married in 2020 and you are still married right now.
What if I said I was married for 5 years?
Oof, that means you are divorced now.
Yes, exactly. So you have to be very careful with was and have been. Am is right now. Was is finished. Have been is the bridge that is still standing.
So, rule number 3. Use have been to talk about your life travel experiences and to talk about states or jobs that started in the past and continue into the present.
Okay, so we have the rules, but how do we actually use them in a real conversation? When someone says, "Tell me about yourself," you want to weave all 3 of these together to tell a beautiful, complete story.
Let's do a master role play. I'm going to pretend I am meeting you at a dinner party and I ask you to tell me about your life. Ready?
Ready.
Hi, Emma. It's so nice to finally meet you. We have so many mutual friends, but I feel like I don't really know your story. Tell me a bit about yourself.
I'd love to, Alex. Well, right now, I'm a content creator for English Sprout TV, and I'm living in London. I'm really passionate about language learning.
That's amazing. Have you always been in education?
Not exactly. I was actually a graphic designer for 3 years. I was living in New York at the time, and I was very stressed out.
Wow, that is a big change. How did you get into teaching English?
Well, I have been interested in languages since I was a child, and for the last 4 years, I have been studying linguistics. Also, I have been to over 15 different countries to study how people communicate, which really inspired me to start this channel.
Wow, did you guys hear that? That was perfect.
Thank you. Let's break down exactly what I just did. First, I used am to set the scene. I am a creator. I am living in London. That gives you my current reality.
Then you used was to tell the backstory. I was a designer. I was living in New York. That gave me the context of your past and clearly showed that phase of your life is finished.
And finally, I used have been to show my life experiences and ongoing passions. I have been interested in languages, and I have been to 15 countries. That showed you my life resume and my deep continuing interests.
It paints such a complete picture of who you are. If you only used am, you sound like a robot reading a business card. If you only used was, you sound like you are retired. And if you only used have been, the listener gets confused about where you actually live right now.
Exactly. The magic happens when you mix them. I am, present. I was, past, and I have been, journey. That is the ultimate formula for talking about yourself in English.
Now, we want you to practice. We are going to give you 3 fill-in-the-blank sentences. We want you to listen and shout out the answer in your living room.
Sentence number 1. Right now, I, very hungry.
The answer is am. I am very hungry because it is happening right now.
Sentence number 2. 10 years ago, I, a student at the local university.
The answer is was. I was a student because it is a finished state in the past.
Sentence number 3. I, to Italy 3 times in my life.
The answer is have been. I have been to Italy because it is a life experience up to this moment.
Did you get them all right? If you did, you are already speaking better English than 90% of beginners out there.
Now it is time for our favorite part of the show, the English Sprout TV Comment Challenge.
We want to hear from you. We want you to practice exactly what we just taught you.
In the comments below, we want you to write a short 3-sentence introduction about yourself using the magic trio.
Sentence 1, tell us who you are right now using am. For example, I am a software engineer and I am living in Tokyo.
Sentence 2, tell us about your past using was. For example, before this, I was a student in London.
Sentence 3, tell us about your life experience or ongoing journey using have been. For example, I have been coding for 5 years and I have been to 10 different tech conferences.
Write your 3 sentences in the comments. Emma and I are going to be in the comments section all week, reading your answers, liking our favorites, and correcting your grammar.
Don't be shy. Making mistakes in the comments is the best way to learn. We're here to help you sprout your English skills.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps the YouTube algorithm show our podcast to more English learners around the world.
And if you haven't already, subscribe to English Sprout TV and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new conversation. Next week, we're talking about the biggest mistakes people make when ordering food in English, so you won't want to miss it.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. Remember, learning English is a journey, and you are doing great.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and we'll see you in the next episode of English Sprout TV.
Bye, everyone.
See you next time.